right, it's Thursday, November 29th. And the other day we have Warren Buffett talking about moochers. Oh, they're just moochers. He's the biggest moocher out there. His companies receive more bailout money than damn near anybody else. And then he has the audacity to say that Jamie Dimon would be a great Treasury Secretary. Well, I actually agree with him, because this thing is going down no matter what. And Congress is inept. They're like a potted plant. They're not going to do anything anyways. And the faster this thing crashes, the better off we're all going to be, because we're going to be able to... The worst thing that could happen for us is for us to go and kick this damn can down the road for another decade. You know, if I was 50 or 60 years old, I'd be pissed right now. All the research that I've done, all the reading that I've done, looking back at history over the last 100 years, this is going to go down in history probably 2, 3, 4 decades from now, whenever all this stuff finally, settles and we get a new monetary system and all that. We're going to look at the 20th century as the wasted century, because we're all in this monetary system that's debt-based. You can't escape debt. If you have money, that means someone else had to default and lose collateral or lose their savings in order for you to have that money. That's the way this system works. You're either in debt or someone else has defaulted, or someone else is carrying the debt, the paper that you have. We got to go back to a Treasury issued note, and then allow gold and silver to trade freely in a market where it can't be manipulated, because there's not any speculation. There's never any margin. All trades are settled at the end of the day. There's always transfer of the gold and silver. There's not all these paper Ponzi schemes and all these idiots buying into ETFs that think that they're buying metal. That's going to be the funny part, is when all these guys say, oh, look at gold. Gold went $2,500 an ounce today. I call up my ETF and see if I can take some delivery, and they're like, no, we ain't got it. We ain't got it. And that's going to be the story of the day. Blythe Masters is in the news. She's going to be heading up the regulatory department at JP Morgan. And we got Jamie Dimon going to, being suggested as the Treasury Secretary. There are no rules in this system anymore. At least not any rules for the bankers. There's plenty of rules for all the rest of us. I mean, you can't go take a shit in your own toilet without getting a permit from your county office. So, there are plenty of rules for us. Absolutely no rules for these bankers. Basel III capital requirements, they will never be implemented. Never, because in order to implement them, it would crash every bank out there. Every bank, by having to put off the Basel III requirements, is publicly admitting that they're all insolvent. And everybody thinks they're all protected with this FDIC crap. And what's the balance sheet of the FDIC? Like, what do they got, like 34 billion or something? And how many trillions of dollars in money market and checking and savings accounts? It's all going to be wiped out, or it's all going to be forced into some treasury bond crap, your 401ks, IRAs, all that paper, all the work, all the physical labor that you did your entire life. Where is it? It's some digits on a freaking computer somewhere. How the hell does that make any sense? How can you transfer physical labor into a computer blip? Hey folks, you've been conned. You've been robbed. It's a big scam. Your physical labor gets transferred into some blips on a computer screen. How can blips on a computer screen represent any physical, tangible labor? It can't. It's because you voluntarily give away your labor and accept this paper, and then turn around and take this paper that, at least with a bill, at least with this piece of paper, it's something tangible that you can't hold in your hand. You taking that and giving it to some shyster investor, and yeah, he started into some computer blips, and now it's gone with with the blink of the sun, or an EMP, or a computer virus. And I would not surprise me, with all the tension that's building between Obama and flipping Netanyahu, that the Israelis might pull something. I mean, they are the creators of the Stuxnets, and Israel will be like, go into the banking system. Hell, they probably run it now anyways. Wipe everybody's shit out, and then go and point at the Iranians like they did it. And you dumb bastards are gonna believe them. And that's why you'll send off your sons and daughters into yet another pointless war. And it makes me sick. But you know what? I really don't feel bad for people who are going to lose everything. I really don't. Because we all have this tool. We all have access to this magnificent tool, the World Wide Web. There's good information on there, and there's bad information on there. But if you siphon through all the crap and get to the basic understanding that you're working your life away for some crap that's going to get wiped out. If you pay taxes, you're a damn fool. Look and see what the federal government spends your tax money on, and tell me you're not a fucking idiot for going down on April 15th and writing a check to them son of bitches. What sense does that make? You're killing yourself. The more money you invest into your IRA or 401k, where do they put it? They put it into things like biotech. And biotech is nothing more than Monsanto and DuPont genetically modified trash. So go eat that too and find out how well you do. This system's coming down. There are no rules. We might as well have JP. We might as well have what's his name, Jamie Dimon over at the Treasury. We might as well have Lloyd Blankfein heading up the SEC. And just for good measure, let's put John Corzine in charge of the CFTC. There are no rules. Everything that you work for, that you allow them to hold, is going to be wiped out. And I don't feel sorry for you. I will be broadcasting. If this thing goes down in like a single day crash, which, it very well could, I will be broadcasting live from Wilmington, Delaware. I have this nice parking deck that's all picked out, that looks onto the Chase Manhattan building and a couple other of the big banks. And, we might see some jumpers, so it could be an interesting time. But that's all for now. I just wanted to say there are no rules. They have no rules. And the more of the labor that you take and put into this system, the more you're going to lose. So stop it. Buy tangible stuff. Buy tangible stuff. The easiest stuff is gold and silver. Food and water, all that kind of stuff. All right, that's all for now.